What do the Guerilla Girls do?
Well, we call ourselves the conscience of the art world. So our job is to raise the conscience of the art world about the situation of women in the art world, which is, the situation for women artists, which is extremely bad. So we go around and we gather statistics about those women, the number of women who show in museums, the number of women who show in galleries, the economic situation for women, the fact that women make a third to one-half less than male artists make selling their work. What we are most known for, though, is our postering, and that's our prime underground activity, which is to make posters and to go strike the streets of Soho, and by that guerrilla activity, raising the conscience of people about the situation.
You want to say something about how it started and when it started and why it started? Is pretty obvious. But
in 1985, in the spring of 1985, a few women who had been involved in the feminist movement in the 70s decided that what was happening in the late 80s was absolutely disgusting in the art world, and that women's positions had slid backwards, and they wanted to do something about it. They joined forces with some younger women who really weren't around in the 70s as women yet, and decided that what they needed to do was to adopt tactics of the 80s, which were more aggressive and using male tactics. So that also at this time, graffiti art had just really burgeoned in New York. So we decided that the streets would be the best forum for it, and using advertising techniques which manipulate people. And the medium became the best thing, and it was harder street tactics, more on an aggressive male level than the 70s feminist ways, which just wouldn't work anymore.
so the tactics you've chosen include anonymity. What is the...
Well, the anonymity is very important, because what we're doing is we're addressing issues, and there are all different kinds of people. All different people are Guerilla Girls, all professionals in the art world, some more well-known than others, some extremely well-known, some not so well-known. And people listen when you're talking, when they can focus on an issue. If they focus on who's saying it, then the personality of who is talking has to come into it, and their identity has to come into it, and it no longer becomes clearly just the issues. I think that we never would have gotten the exposure and had the effect we had if people knew who exactly was saying it.